Hello crafters, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Today I'm sharing with you an edited replay of a video I did with my crafty friend Benita from Under a Pile of Papers. Now you can see here I've got a die set and it's the Made to Surprise Mechanism 5x7 and it's the pop-up bouquet. This is primarily what I was going to use in my card, but as the live progressed, I didn't actually use this. So I've edited this piece out of my video. So you won't see me using that mechanism, but Benita uses it on her live and I'll have links to that down below. I'm using the Creative Stamping Magazine, issue 139. And what I like to do is stamp out all my images and then I color them in and I pop them into my photocopying machine and I scan them and I save them to my laptop, and then I print them up and I either fussy cut them out. You can use a scan and cut or whatever. I enjoy fussy cutting, so I fussy cut them out. Now this was a magazine I think from last year, but I love those images because they're made to surprise. I'm also using a made to surprise embossing folder. It's the North Star 3D embossing folder. I'm using a sentiment from the Festive Sentiments A5 stamp set to my wonderful friend this Christmas. I'm going to use some music notes from this die set called Make Some Noise. And I've got a stamp set from my stash. This is came from a magazine. I didn't write down which magazine it is, but I liked the sentiment, have a very Merry Christmas, and I'm popping that inside my card. Now I'll also be using a stamp and dyed image of Santa and the reindeers. It's from the Treetops stamp and die set, as well as a Christmas tree from the vintage Christmas stamps and die set. They're made to surprise, and I'll be using some letters that will go inside. It's these ones here. These are from Temu. I don't think they're associated with any company, but I liked the scrolls. You can see them there on the A's and B's, etc. So I'm going to be using them, and I think that's all the products that I'll be using in this card, and I will have them listed down below in the description. So as I said, I have everything prepared because it's a live that I did with my crafty friend Benita, and so I'm just showing you some of the other products that I used. I think, did I mention the snowballs, where they come from? I think they come from It's Snow Time stamp and die set. Let me just see. It's the Snowman stamp and die set from Shutterblind Cards. Yeah. So that's all the products. I've everything ready. You can see there I've actually the die from the pop-up bouquet. I keep forgetting the name of it. Ready and in the box. But like I said, I won't be using that. So I'm editing out the bits with that in it. I started putting it together and I put it together wrong. And then I tried to fix it. And it didn't go well. And I said, you know what? Sometimes when you're given lemonade, when you're given lemons, you make lemonade. And that's what I did. So I've got some mats and layers here. My holographic paper measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. I have two lovely panels cut out at 4.5 by 6.5 and embossed using that fabulous embossing folder. I just love it. For Christmas, it's one of my absolute favorites, that North Star embossing folder. And then I have another white panel that I didn't emboss, and that has my sentiment on it. So I'm just going to glue down my mats and layers for this card. And as the card progresses, I think the front of this card would be just perfect as a card on its own. But because I was going to use the pop-up bouquet, I was going to decorate the inside because this card would be displayed open for the inside. So I stayed with that theme, but whether you could actually make this a bendy card, and you could have it open so that it displays the whole thing, and I think that would look fabulous as well. But I think you get two card ideas with this. Yeah, love it. So I'm going to glue down all my mats and layers, and once I have those done, we're going to do a little bit of assembly. So I'm going to start with the inside of the card, and I know I want to put my fa la 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 inside the card. Now, I actually stick down fa la 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 la. So I think at the bottom there under my sentiment, I should have just put one la and not two. So if you're watching this and thinking, I love that card, I'm going to copy it, then yeah, because it should be fa la 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 la. Otherwise, you just end up with a whole load of las. So I think there should be one fa and four las, not five. But I mean, look, I was just crafting away and happy out with what I was doing. So I have my lovely characters, and I wanted it to give the impression of like a group of carol singers or choir singers, you know, that kind of an image in your head. And I thought the bear looks really good up at the top, as if he's, you know, pointing up to the fa la 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 la. Yeah, so I put him down first and I glue him straight down, but the two little penguins either side of him, I put them up on foam tape. Now I'm using a very slim foam tape, so my card will close. There is about 1/8 of dimension in the inside of the card, but I think it works fine. You know, I live in Ireland, so cost of postage, really, there's not a whole lot in it. But you do you. You could totally glue all these down flat and have a very undimensional card. The same with what I do at the front. I add a little bit of foam to that as well. But again, you could glue that down flat and it would be perfect. I'm touching up some of my images because, as I explained in the live, the printer I'm using, it's a powder printer. Hubby uses it for doing the images on t-shirts. I have a liquid Epsom printer, but I'm out of Go Juice for that. So I need to get some more ink for that and refill it. So I was using hubby's printer. So I'm adding down my Christmas tree and my bear, and I kind of felt the bear needed a bit of grounding. You won't really see the Christmas tree and where that's set so much, but adding a little bit of a very light grey, and I went with a warm grey. I think it grounds your image, because we don't have, you know, a sky background and a ground foreground. So I find that helps. During the live, I said to people, I feel the bear needs some company. And I thought the little penguin popping out, either photo bombing or just like going, you know, hello, from the background. I thought that looked so, so cute. So now the last thing I need to do is add some of my music notes, and I had them cut out in the holographic green card, but I really felt I needed to tie in the black from the outline of my critters as well as my sentiment, have a very Merry Christmas. So during the live, I die cut those out in black cardstock and then I dot them around. I don't add any to the front, only to the inside. Yeah. And other than adding a bit of accent glaze, which I will do, I have the Made to Surprise accent glaze. This is the original that I have, and I use that. And a little bit of the Spectrum Noir sparkle pen I added on some of the images just to give a little hint. So there we go. There is our really fun card. This is an edited replay of a live that I did with my crafty friend called Under a Pile of Papers. I'll have a link to her channel and the video that we did together down below in the description, as well as a list of the products that I used during this live. If you've enjoyed my video, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and ding the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video or go live myself. I do that quite often. Sometimes I have a friend join me. So that's it for now, friends. Here's some images of the card that I made. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye for now.